Hi guys, Nomis here. Welcome back to Nomishavn for episode number 52. In this episode I'll be working in some areas close to the palace park I built a few episodes back. First off, I'm building out this street that crosses along the park with a lot of what you would call city villas. A city villa is pretty much a large detached house in a very urban setting. For a location it's pretty big, but still quite a bit smaller than a large mansion you'd find in the outskirts of a city. This street is inspired by a street in Oslo which also goes along one end of the palace park. Originally these houses might have been built for wealthy families to live in and maybe some royalties, but nowadays many of them are used as embassies. And I will do the same in Nomishavn. To get the right look for this, I'm doing a lot of fancy detailing with hedges, walls, fences and gates to border the different properties. All of the houses will also have a bit of parking and some different fancy tiles and stone surfaces. For the rest of the streets around, I am filling in with some of the nice classical Stockholm apartment building assets, fusing in some ground floor commercial uses in a few of them and adding some nice street details like trees and so on.
Counting the days until summer, feeling the warm rays upon my face. Leave all my worries in a gentle breeze. Big sunshine and new life in the way I need. Counting the days until summer, feeling the warm rays upon my face. Leave all my worries in a gentle breeze. Big sunshine.
A few of the city villas will be a little bigger and more extravagant, like the one I'm putting together here. I'm spending a little time to detail all the different gardens to get some variation to the different properties. I downloaded a bunch of European flags from the workshop, and I'm putting up the flags on all the properties to signify where different countries have their embassies. Of course there's a lot of countries missing here, but I'm imagining the closest allies and trading partners have their embassies in this location close to the palace, while I might add some other embassies for other countries elsewhere in the city. But of course it's unrealistic to get in the embassies for every single country in the scale this game allows you to work in, and all flags might not even exist in the workshop. I've had these Belgravia townhouse assets for a long time, and I've been wanting to use them more. I think this is a perfect location for them. When the city of Nomishavn grew larger and denser, a lot of wealthy merchants and royals from nearby countries and cities wanted a home here, and this was who these townhouses close to the palace were built for originally. Nowadays a lot of politicians and celebrities live in these townhouses, which are some of the most expensive in all of Nomishavn. For lighting I'm using this setup with hanging street lamps in all of the streets where it makes sense, hanging between buildings on both sides of the street. This is a common design which I've had elsewhere in the city as well. Along the sunken metro tracks I had some open space, and I figured realistically this would be used to cram in some apartment buildings to make the best use of this central location. So I plopped down a few of the 1 unit deep apartment buildings, spacing out a few gaps leading to the backyard of these buildings. Using IMT, I tried to create some interesting sidewalk designs, using a few decorative networks with cobblestone, loosely inspired by some designs I've seen in real life. I think it adds a nice variation to the streetscape, and also adding in some more street details like street trees, planters, benches and trash cans. There's these great tram shelters from Munich that have been popping up in the workshop, which I wanted to use for decorating small open areas along the tram line in this district of the city. I think they were used as break rooms for tram drivers, and some of them had kiosks inside as well. Nowadays I imagine in Nomishavn they are mostly used as kiosks. Right now I don't have active tram lines in this part of the city. I will probably put a stop for a tram nearby wherever I put up these tram shelters. I wanted to have a national library for Nomishavn around here, and this open area was perfect, plus it fit the asset I wanted to use. The asset is actually a museum I think, but aesthetically it works really well as a library too, and I put the block service cube for library inside to get the functionality of a library here. All around the library I put these colorful cobblestones with IMT and fill in with a lot of planters, benches and other details. wherever a street crosses below the elevated metro, I adjust the viaduct walls with IMT like I do here, and I think it's a nice detail to fit them perfectly along the angle of the street. With this open space I wanted to put a school which is kind of crammed in, but it adds some interest and is realistic for a dense area like this. Lastly, I wanted to use this oddly shaped lot for a very small park that is right between the street and the elevated metro viaduct. There's something extravagant about this park. There's some paths, nice open green areas for trees, and some benches and so on. Anyways, that is it for this episode. I really hope you enjoyed it if you made it this far, and thank you for sticking until the end. A like, comment and subscribe would be greatly appreciated and help me to grow the channel. I do also have Patreon should you wish to support me further. Have a great rest of your day, hope to see you in the next one, and enjoy some cinematics of this new build in Nomishavn.